Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Updates here in the Philippines. I looked online this morning. I got some notices that there are flights opening up as course, as you guys probably already know this, November the 1st and 2nd of this month. What they're doing, they had two flights come in from San Francisco, and then they have flights going to Guam every day. And of course, they're coming in from Tokyo and Singapore, Taipei, Taiwan. Bali has opened up, and so people can actually go there now. Some, in fact, I'm standing right in the middle of ants. I love that. Bali, in fact, put a notice out yesterday, or day before yesterday. Boy, these ants are tough. They're the small ants, like little red ants. Man, they can bite you pretty good. I go stand right in the middle of the ant pile, go figure. Put this on pop. I got rid of those ants once before, put some salt on it, got rid of it, and they moved their pile about 60 feet. We normally don't have a problem with them, but they get some pretty good ant hills out here. Okay, so the flights are running from, and I looked at some fare prices using Skyscanner. And Skyscanner prices right now are running about $1,200 to $1,500. Lowest I could find was a little less than $1,000 one way here. And of course, it's not opened up yet. It's still in a situation, unless you're married to a Filipina, you still have to go through the process waiting. If you're married, then you go through the process, contact the embassy, things like that. Also, I had some questions asked of 13A. Well, what's the cost? It's been a while since I had mine, so from what I remember was, I think it ended up costing me 12,000 peso, but I had to get we had to get a chest x-ray and a medical back in the day when I had to do it. I understand now, because the honey badger, the criteria is a little different, but the costs are around the same. You still have to get an MBI. You still have to have your marriage certificate, things like that. There's a copy from an attorney. There's a form, you can actually get it online, that has, I don't know, 5 or 6, 7 things that you have. And you need at least 2 to 3 copies. 2 copies to submit to them, a copy for yourself. Also, I was going to tell you with the flights, as they are, I looked at, this is PAL Airlines that I looked at. I didn't tell you that. This is through PAL, direct flight from San Francisco to here, which honestly is the way to go. There's criteria you have to meet, though, and you know, you have to make sure you get testing and things like that. But you guys can check on that online. Ruth and I were looking at that this morning, first thing. We tried to get online this morning, but we couldn't get online. System's down, whatever. So we couldn't do that. So flights are they have 3 flights coming in, so that's nice. One from Guam, and then I think I counted about 20-something flights coming into Manila, and then it scatters out domestically as normal, pretty well. Not as it was before, but it's quite a few flights coming in around like Davao, Cebu, CDO, Zamboanga, Cotabato, scattered all around. We're still under guidelines here. You still have to wear your face shield and your mask wherever you go out. So that's something you always have to be prepared for here. But I wanted to do this video real quick and give you an update on SRV costs. And give you an update, because somebody had asked me about that. Quite a few people asked me, you didn't say how much SRV was the other day. It was 12,000 when I did it at that time. It's been 2 years. So, but then again too, if you're here on a tourist visa and you have an opportunity to get your SRV and you're actually married to Filipina, I would go ahead and get it because it'd be in your benefit. Because when your 3 years up, or up to your 3-year mark, they're going to probably tell you need to do something like that, or you can leave the Philippines. So it would probably be good interest, because there's a lot of people here that's on a tourist visa that are married. They just never do it for whatever reason. because a lot of times it's always, because it still costs you $1 a day. It costs you $1 a day on a tourist visa, basically. And then you have the ACR card. So that's what it costs. It costs about $1 a day. People say the less, the more. Well, it's usually $29.90 every 2 months. Was. I don't know what it is now. This guy was telling me in CDO yesterday he paid $29.90 for 2 month extension. We'll give him no more than 2 months because he had asked for 6, but his visa's not up for 2 more years. It's his tourist visa, and he luckily he said he got here in February, March. A lot of guys just basically said, okay, well, this is going to happen. I won't be able to come in out, and they actually came early. And a lot of them are saying, come in there or bust. So a lot of people are saying we're coming there, and they did at that time. So you have a few people that do that. But I thought I'd do this video. I want to thank everybody for coming on. Thank you so much for your support.